One of the key skills that linguists bring is a level of confidence, communication and life experience that you don't necessarily get from other backgrounds, and that can then be applied in any of the roles that we have within the organisation.
So many of our companies will start exporting firstly to the Republic of Ireland and then Great Britain, and then their next opportunity is Europe. And linguists have a key role to play there. German's particularly important. We have a strong engineering background in Northern Ireland, a lot of technical language involved in selling our engineering products, and Germans like to hear that in their own language.
Well, we're on a big growth curve. We're obviously wanting to build a business, and recently the opportunity came up to export to Germany, and we needed somebody to fill the position. And I think it's when they're in the countries they understand the cultures, and then when they go to sell the products they understand the people.
Linguists have great communication skills, and they also have an international aspect on life. So as an international company we need people to be broad-minded, to have open horizons, but also to have good communications, you know, both listening and speaking and social skills.
A lot of the investors who come to Northern Ireland are selling way beyond Northern Ireland and the UK, and they need linguists to be able to do that. So we have law firms in Northern Ireland who want lawyers with linguistic ability. We have software companies who want technicians with linguistic ability. Linguists are very much in demand.
We have a global service desk business here where we support European customers in 14 different languages.
Most of my time is spent in Germany, near Berlin, in Magdeburg. My aim is to source new customers, have to use German every day on the phone and in person.
The concept of virtual teams, which is huge now, which is you're part of a team, and that team has a multicultural set of relationships outside of Ireland, and therefore you know how those cultures work, and obviously that's a big asset to the company.
I think increasingly we're reliant on English as our language and expect everybody else to speak English no matter where we go. However, it's an international world. We need to make sure that we keep up and need to make sure that we have as many opportunities as possible.
For kids to come through school with a language, they're going to be putting themselves in a very strong position for their careers. You know, companies who can take on applicants who have a language, those applicants are going to have such an advantage over anybody else who's applying for those jobs.
As we're a global company, we literally work all over the globe. So French, Spanish, German are all important foreign languages, but equally I'm currently working in Sweden. I've worked in Finland before, so there's literally no bounds to language skills.
Being a global organisation, any language will be looked upon favourably. From here in Belfast, we cover Africa, all of the South American countries, and all of Europe, including Eastern Europe and the Middle East. So French, Spanish, Italian, any Scandinavian language, any Eastern European language, you name it, we'll have some kind of a role for you.
We really need to develop our language skills and hopefully have a wider base of students with the skills in which we can employ or at least interview for potential employment.
From my experience at school, I think a lot of pupils, especially maybe boys, were more embarrassed when speaking another language. They felt out of their comfort zone. I would tell people to always persevere with their language, even though it might seem hard at the start. It'll only get easier the more you practice.
I really wanted to get a career in international business, so French and Spanish seemed a must. And then the option was there for Mandarin Chinese, and why not? It's so different, it would set me apart from other candidates going for jobs and whatnot. And yeah, it's a great language.
Being able to speak the language essentially means you're getting into a partnership right away rather than having to work at it constantly and all the time.
The basis of language is communication, and it just gives me the option, I just can communicate with more people, and it's a bigger audience that you can reach.
Do not give up on speaking a language if it's something that you enjoy, because honestly, I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't speak German and Italian. There will always be jobs for people that can speak a foreign language.